Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk and this video is about the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution and what you can and cannot mix in your skincare routine when also including this product. Now, first of all, I do want to mention that if you're new to the Ordinary or you're new to the glycolic acid toning solution, it is important to understand that the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution is not your usual toner that you would think of. Usually a toner is very soothing, hydrating. It also helps you to replenish the skin after you have cleansed your face. So basically gives back what the skin needs. And then after you're done with your usual toner, you then would move on to your leave-on exfoliant, which can also help you to exfoliate your skin. Well, this is where you actually would use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. This is not a toner, this is a leave-on exfoliant. So once you understand that difference, it also now will make a lot more sense that you just can't randomly also put it into your skincare routine, because if you're using it the wrong way, it also can lead to skin irritation, which is the worst case. But on the other hand, if you're not aware of certain products that you should not use in the same routine, it also can neutralize those products so that you won't see any effect at all. And so therefore I prepared some real-life examples which I want to share with you so that you also visually see them and have a better understanding of how you can also include your Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution in your routine to make sure that you will get most out of it. And so I want to start off with what you should not use in the same routine when also using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution, because when using certain products in the same routine, they may neutralize each other. This is what I want to get started with. And the first category that's important to not use in the same routine is also the ordinary peptides, which includes all of their peptides. Please do not use it in the same routine when also using your Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution, because they may neutralize and then you wonder why you see no effect. So in this case, that if you have, for example, one of the peptides at home, using the example of Buffet, if you have Buffet at home as well as your glycolic acid toning solution, please make sure to use them in separate routines. This can be in the morning and evening or alternate evenings, depending on your preference and what else you use. So here you have an example on how you can avoid using them in the same routine but still get most out of it. You can, for example, use the Ordinary Buffet in your morning routine, and then in your evening routine you're going to use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution to make sure that you're not using them in the same routine but still get most out of it. This is how simple you can also come up with a skincare routine to solve that problem. If you don't want to use Buffet in the morning because of other certain products, then you can also use it, for example, on alternate nights, where you're going to start off with on Monday use Buffet, on Tuesday use glycolic acid, on Wednesday use Buffet again, etc., etc. So that you still have a great balance going on and you're not using them in the same routine. And you can do this with any of the other products that I want to share with you, what you should avoid and also should not use in the same routine. So you could also split it in different routines. And so this also will bring me now to the next topic. Please do not mix the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution with the ordinary 100% niacinamide powder. Now I'm actually just talking about mixing them. Do not go ahead and use the niacinamide powder and mix it and dissolve it in the glycolic acid toning solution. There are better ways on how you can also use niacinamide in that routine, but more on that later on in the video. Just make sure that you're not actually using the powder in the glycolic acid solution and dissolve it and apply it, because it may not be as beneficial and you may also be disappointed because you see no effect within your skin. Then another part that I want to talk about, which I highly recommend to not use, is also the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution, and basically use it in the same routine when using the Ordinary AHA/BHA peeling solution mask or the 2% salicylic acid mask. So please do not use this combination in the same routine. Since the ordinary 2% salicylic acid mask as well as the peeling solution, they all include exfoliating acids, quite a lot of it, like the percentage of those exfoliating acids are quite high. So if you would use it in a routine like this, it's like you would double exfoliate your skin, which can lead to skin irritation. So please avoid this combination. And this does not only include the ordinary like peeling solution as well as the salicylic acid mask. No, please do not do this combination with any other of the strong acidated like face masks that can also exfoliate your skin. I just wanted to make sure to also emphasize this clearly, because if you thought of glycolic acid as your usual toner, you would think, well, after the mask I can apply my toner. Well, yes, you can, but not in this case, because glycolic acid is not your usual toner. So this is where it's really important to understand the difference. However, I do get often asked, like if I'm using the peeling solution, let's say on Sunday evening, and I'm not allowed to use the glycolic acid peeling solution in that same routine, can I use glycolic acid the next day and continue with my usual routine? Yes, that's totally fine. Just make sure to not use them in the same routine that specific evening. Once you're done with your mask that evening and you want to continue with your usual routine the next day, that's totally fine. Go ahead and do so. But just do not use it in the same routine that specific day. That's really important, otherwise your skin will react to it, and not in a positive way. And now I want to do a quick difference, since I have now talked about what you should not use in the same routine, because first of all, skin irritation, but also the other part, because some products may neutralize each other. I now want to talk about what you should avoid using in the same routine when including the ordinary glycolic acid toning solution. And this is mainly avoid using it with other strong AHA and BHAs, which can be leave-on exfoliating acids, cleansers, masks, whatsoever. And I want to give you an example. So please do not use any of the strong acidic cleanser in the same routine when using the glycolic acid toning solution. And I picked a few examples, such as the Inkie's List 2% salicylic acid cleanser, or the La Roche-Posay Effaclar micro peeling cleanser, or the SkinCeuticals LHA cleanser. Those are all cleansers that have already a high percentage of exfoliating acids in it, which you're going to rinse off, but still you have already exfoliated your skin with that specific cleanser. So if you would use an exfoliating acid afterwards, and you have not really a well tolerated skin, then it can also lead to skin irritation. So please, this is also why I recommend to avoid using this combination if you can. Then I also want to talk about that you should avoid using the ordinary glycolic acid toning solution with other leave-on exfoliating acids, which does not only include the ordinary leave-on exfoliating acids, but I want to give you an example right here. Please do not use the ordinary glycolic acid with, for example, the ordinary mandelic acid or the salicylic acid solution or lactic acid, so that you also make sure to not irritate your skin. And in this case, you have already exfoliated your skin with the glycolic acid toning solution, so there's no need to exfoliate it again. Not in this case. There are a few exceptions which I want to get into, but not yet. And please also do not do this with any of the other acids. That also includes strong percentages of acids, such as, for example, the Paula's Choice leave-on exfoliating acids, or from the Inkie's List or Face Theory. Those are all brands, which are of course examples, but those have exfoliating acids which you're going to leave on the skin. So please make sure to avoid this, to also avoid skin irritation, especially if you're new to skincare and you have no idea how your skin is going to react to it. So you want to make sure to start off slowly, get to know your skin, get to know your skin tolerance, your skin needs, your skin concerns, and based on that you can also adjust it. But at the very beginning, if you have no clue what to do or what really works, I recommend avoiding this combination. Then also please avoid using the ordinary gram-active retinoids or their retinols in the same routine when using the glycolic acid toning solution. Since the ordinary gram-active retinoids and retinols, but also from other brands, retinols can also give you already some side effects, especially if you've never used it before or you just went up to a higher strength. Your skin needs always a bit of time to adjust to it, because with retinoids and retinols you can experience some side effects like redness, dryness, and peeling, where you want to make sure to get started slowly. Use them separate. So you can, for example, use them at alternate nights, or use glycolic acid 2 times per week, and then use the gram-active retinoids or retinols 3 times per week. To make sure that you have still a great balance, you can use both products but not in the same routine, but still get most out of it, and your skin has also time to adjust to the new products. Best would be that you at first are going to start off with your retinoid or retinol product. Make sure your skin has adjusted to it before you're going to introduce a new product into your skincare routine. This would be the ultimate best, so that you are making sure to get to know your skin and see from what those side effects are coming from. Since sometimes when also starting off with new products or new active ingredients that can already irritate your skin, when using them too quickly all at once, this can also lead to skin irritation. So sometimes the skin just needs time. Therefore, I recommend avoiding using glycolic acid, the toning solution, and any of the retinoids or retinols in the same routine. Then the same also goes with the pure forms of vitamin C, which also the Ordinary has, but this also includes any of the other like brands, vitamin C serums, or other products that they have, which also includes the pure form of vitamin C. Since vitamin C can already irritate the skin a bit, depending also on how sensitive your skin is. If you have really sensitive skin, you may want to stay away from both of those products because it can lead to stinging and burning. However, if you're just introducing a vitamin C and it has also, like, let's say 20% of pure form of vitamin C, you want to make sure that your skin is getting to know that vitamin C product at first before introducing the glycolic acid toning solution to your skincare routine. Because both products are acids and they can also lead to skin irritation. So to make sure to get also the best experience possible, I recommend avoiding this combination. Even though vitamin C does really well in a very acidic like environment. So it's not wrong to use this combination, but I recommend not using it at the very beginning, especially if you have no idea how your skin is going to react to it. So again, it's just for your best to avoid skin irritation. Then I also do not recommend using the Ordinary EUK 134 with the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution. EUK is an antioxidant, which is quite strong, and therefore I do also not recommend using those two together because it can lead to skin irritation. So again, if you want to use, for example, EUK in your skincare routine as well as glycolic acid, keep them separate. Use EUK in the morning and your glycolic acid toning solution in the evening, but do not use them in the same routine to avoid skin irritation. Now I want to talk about with what you can use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution in your skincare routine to make sure to get also most out of it, which also does not lead to skin irritation because those are all soothing ingredients and also work a little bit differently. Now, first of all, I want to talk about that you should use a gentle cleanser when also using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution to also avoid skin irritation, but also still get most out of it. And an example would be like using the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Hydrating Cleanser, or the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser, or the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser, and so many more. Make sure it is a gentle cleanser to also avoid skin irritation and still get most out of it. There's no need to use a second acidic cleanser in this routine since you're using already glycolic acid, which exfoliates your skin. So this is a great balance. However, I do often get the question, like if I have, let's say, the CeraVe as a cleanser, can I use it with a glycolic acid toning solution? Well, I usually recommend keep going with an hydrating cleanser, since you have already the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Toning Solution. However, in certain points, yes, you can use it. Since the CeraVe cleanser does not include a high percentage of salicylic acid, same also goes with the Clorox or any of the other like low AHA or BHA cleansers. So you are fine to also use cleansers that include a very low percentage, below 1%, and use that cleanser and then use the glycolic acid toning solution afterwards. That's fine. If your skin can tolerate it, go for it. However, I like to keep it simple, and I'm thinking of like when I'm using a leave-on exfoliating acids, I'm already exfoliating my skin once. So therefore I want to keep the rest of the routine pretty simple. I like to keep things simple. So therefore this is how I'm thinking about it. If I'm including an acid, a leave-on exfoliating acid, I like to use a gentle cleanser. If I don't use a leave-on exfoliating acid, but still want to use an acid, I may want to go with a higher percentage acided cleanser. So this is how I like to go with the combination, but that's personal preference. Still, if you have some of the cleansers at home, yes, you can use them as long as they have a low percentage of those acids in it. And then you can also use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution with the hydrating and soothing toner. I do want to include it so that you can see visually that there is a difference. So first of all, an example routine could be like you're starting off with a gentle cleanser, then use your soothing and hydrating and calming toner, and then move on to the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. Now here you have also a few examples of like hydrating and soothing toners. I do want to emphasize one more thing because I get that question quite often. The Pixie Beauty Glow Tonic Glycolic Acid Tonic Toner is also an exfoliating toner. It's similar to the glycolic acid toning solution. So if you have the Pixie 5% glycolic acid toner, please do not use it in the same routine when using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution. Those are quite similar. They still have an exfoliating acid in it, so it's not really soothing in that case. It still exfoliates the skin. So therefore, there's also a difference. And no, you can't use the Pixie Glow Tonic Toner in the same routine when using the glycolic acid toning solution. I do want to emphasize this as well, because I just know that those questions are quite often. Therefore, I want to clarify it. I'm talking really about a toner that's very soothing and hydrating and calming for the skin. This also now, since we're already talking about hydration, leads me also to the next topic, which is also that you can use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution with the Ordinary Hydrators and oils. And here you can also see the list of that specific category and also have an example routine for you so that you also have a bit of a better understanding on how you can use it. This also would be the right order of application. Plus it also includes hyaluronic acid as well as the natural moisturizing factors, which is also in the category of the hydrators and oils. So this could be an example routine for hydration. And it actually works pretty well. And this could be an AM and or PM skincare routine depending also on your skin needs. Then I also want to talk about the Ordinary More Molecules category, which also includes alpha-arbutin, the caffeine solution, the niacinamide serum, as well as the niacinamide powder. Now this is what I want to talk about. You can use the Ordinary 100% niacinamide powder in the same routine when using glycolic acid. However, in this case, we're going to mix the Ordinary hyaluronic acid with the Ordinary niacinamide powder. We are not mixing it in the glycolic acid toning solution, we are mixing it with hyaluronic acid. There's a big difference, since you can use niacinamide with AHA or BHA acids, but not mixing it with them. So this could be an example routine if you have the Ordinary niacinamide powder at home. This is what it also could look like. Then I also want to give you another example where I also included the caffeine solution as well as the niacinamide serum. And here you can also see an example routine on how you can also use it in the right steps as well. And also don't forget in the morning to also use sunscreen, because glycolic acid is an exfoliating acid which also can make your skin sensitive to the sun. So therefore when using it, using a sunscreen during the day is really important. Then I also want to go over the Ordinary Antioxidants, which also includes pycnogenol as well as the resveratrol and ferulic acid. And you are fine to use any of them in the same routine when also using the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution. And this also would be, for example, an example routine, which you can use in the morning and or evening. Don't forget your sunscreen. And then you can also use it with the Ordinary vitamin C derivatives, which are different from the pure forms of vitamin C. So the derivatives are fine to use with the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution, since they do not really have that acid part in it, which can lead to skin irritation. However, in this case, it does not. So therefore, you're also fine to also include them in the same routine. And this is also what a routine would, for example, look like when also using the ascorbic glucoside solution, which is a water-based serum, or the ascorbyl tetrazopalmitate solution in vitamin F, which is an oil, and then of the ordinary magnesium ascorbate phosphate, which is an emulsion. So those are example routines on how you can also include it in your skincare routine, and you also find to use them in the same routine. Now I also want to talk about the application when it comes to certain products, so that you have again a better understanding of how you can do it. First of all, I want to go over, if you're going to use a toner in your skincare routine, how you would apply it. You're going to start off with your gentle cleanser, in this case the Ordinary Glycolic cleanser. Then you would move on to your hydrating and soothing toner. As an example, I like to use the Paula's Choice Enriched Calming Toner. Then after that you would use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid 7% toning solution, and then you're moving on to your serums, moisturizers and sunscreen in the morning. So this would be the right order of application when also including a real toner in your skincare routine, but at the same time also using an exfoliant. Now, very rarely, depending also on your skin concerns, I do want to emphasize it because it's not wrong. This is more like if you have very special skin concerns, and this is also that you can use a BHA liquid exfoliant and at the same time use the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution. But I wouldn't recommend it if you're new to skincare. If you're new to skincare, keep it simple, since you have no idea how your skin is going to respond to it. Because I know that it can also be quite irritating if not using it the correct way. And especially if it's not needed for your skin, then you can make your skin issues worse than good. So please, when using this combination, be mindful and ask for advice. So this is basically what I wanted to share with you. Those were all the examples that I want to show you so that you have a visual understanding of how you can also include the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution in your skincare routine, since it is really important to know how you can do it correctly. And this is also what I wanted to share with you. If you also enjoyed this video, please also don't forget to give the thumbs up as well as share it. If you also want to know how you can properly set up your skincare routine, and also if you want to know how you can apply the Ordinary Glycolic Acid toning solution, I have videos for you at the end of this video, so you can also go ahead and check them out as well. Now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!